puck. They get their hands on the puck. They have moved it up to a first base priority, right? Because puck got banned last game, but it was one of the last bans LGD had for it. LGD? OG. Either way, it was banned in the last phase. Now OG are able to pick it up, and they put it in first phase priority.
Who got first pick? Let me just check.
Razor.
LGD. Okay, cool, yeah. So Void Spirit is a hero that a lot of teams tend to
I love how I mentioned Marcy Puck, and you're like, okay, that's Razor.
No, I'm saying it in response to the puck. In response to the puck, a lot of teams favor Void Spirit. We saw it a lot in Tour 3. Why are you laughing at me? I swear to God, you want to fight?
No, I love you. I'm sorry.
The Marcy Puck is good.
No, please, guys, no, take the floor.
No, please tell me the Void.
I don't feel appreciated here.
Oh, we got some player cams. You can see all of OG huddling around.
I was going to talk about mid matchups, but no, I don't think I will anymore.
No, I want you to. We haven't talked about this draft at all, and we're almost to the second phase bans. Just take the wheel, Sheep, whatever you want to talk about.
Nope.
Please.
Okay, so yeah, this is a hero that's favored against Puck, just because it gives you a lot of ways to catch him. If you go the Yules, you can set up into the Remnant. Puck can't dodge with phase shift. You can get the Ags, which is silence. It basically makes Puck's life hard in a way where he can't just go very aggressive items. He'll probably still get the Witchblade, but that does put him at risk. Obviously, other heroes are like Dragon Knight that people like, but it's up to team preference. I personally really like Void Spirit.
I want to know yourself, God. Whose opening are you favoring a little bit more prior to seeing the IO?
I think slightly PSGLG. They got they first pick and they used it to. I mean, typically the team with first pick, you should have the better opener. You get the first pick of the overall draft. So if there's a must pick hero, like in this case Razor, you get that, and then you get the kind of response to enemy's opener. So I think PSGLG have used first pick well. It's going to come down to now how OG respond in this phase of the draft. I think getting the IO here puts them in a good position. You get a comfort here for Seb, and it means that draft can go many directions, which makes it kind of tricky for LGD to pick heroes here.
Do you think they're going to look for their carry hero pick as the last pick for this phase, get the IO pairing together?
For OG?
For OG, yes.
Probably depends a bit on what LGD pick. I think it's going to come down to like what they're worried about getting banned out, because they get the last pick of this phase and the next. In the past, they're happy to use last pick on Amars here. They've did that last time they played LGD with a last pick Husker, for example. So
stolen Fatal Bonds now, but Fatal Bonds was already there onto all of the Radiant. Buyback comes from Marcy. Ultimate Thunder Gods jabs right on top of the Rubik. So it's a buyback on the Marcy.
Now Xingqiu should surely be disposed back and found. Seb
lane.
with a double.
And it wasn't like the Husker
Void
solo
Spirit,
carried the game or
1
anything. If
second
anything,
until the Resonant Pulse. If he gets that off, getting some extra damage and also getting the tankiness, I think he lives there.
Another reload bottom. And Uragi with Tiger. They're coming down here thanks to Seb, aiming for Arme. TPs from LGD are coming through, but the CK, even with his one charge, is dead to right. In comes MTS though. Resonant Pulse, the relocate out, they'll leave Tiger here to die as they save up the Doom.
Some good rotations, hitting that level 6 on IO at minute 8. That was pretty big. They did lose Amar, but also supports are getting quite a lot from this. Both supports going to be level 6 before minute 10.
A little interesting that Seb's going for the Locket first item. I feel like in recent times it's been that mech rush and Locket comes after. Do you think
He's doing it the other way around. Yesterday also, Holy Locket into mech.
Okay. is there a good reason for that? Just quicker, faster to get there?
I think so. I think because of the build-up, because he like gets the headdress and you get it easier. You do have a magic wand as well, so I think that might be the reasoning. I also could be wrong. It's straight up 50-50. Either I'm lying or Seb is right.
You're right or you're wrong. No
yeah.
in between. Yeah, I think you're a spot on there. You've got all of the little elements, small item build-up towards that locket. As Tiger gets found in the river and his ward removed by Xingqiu as well. Sentry there to unblock the camp. LGD very quick off the mark here to respond to Tiger's movement. Armor closing in on Armlet. One of the big timings here for OG.
Coil on the mid lane. Doom is available.
Yeah, chucks it in onto him. Nothing to say. Nowhere to run. Uragi and BZM clearing through the Void Spirit easily, and that's the big reason they picked that Doom, isn't it? The lockdown on the Void Spirit, so important for them.
It's a lot of units here. They do have Toughness Aura and also Alpha Wolf Aura.
Body blocks. Yee, and a good face shift. Gets away from
Hand
the
of God
Fisher.
is available if needed.
Amara didn't want to jump into the middle of all of them. Doesn't even have the life break skilled. 3, 5, 6. Is he holding a point? He is, right?
Yes, Gary. 1 + 2 is 3 + 3 is 6, and he's level 7. -1.
Right.
Fisher, Xingqiu looking for an angle.
Does that block him? Well, he's got a little path through the trees, so no.
Oh, Ame might be in trouble one more time. He senses something's cooking.
Yeah, he's trying to clear out small cap. BZM.
There's Relo.
In we go with a Relo and the jaunt forward. Tumbler's toy to try and scout out Arme. Faith Beyond disposed, sent back towards his tower. Good damage on the Tiger though, as Arme will claim his life.
Oh,
but
big
Fisher and the Echo! Xingqiu! He's done so much here to save Arme and allow him to open up and do the damage they needed. BZM, where are you off to now? Uragi's being left here.
Hurricane.
No way out.
And Reality Rift pull. What a turnaround play from PSG LGD. We mentioned that both supports on OG are going to be level 6 pre-10 minutes, and so did both supports on PSG LGD. This was Earthshaker with only 1 point in the Aftershock, so couldn't stun lock them, because you want to, whenever you play position for Earthshaker, you want to max out that Fisher instead. And also, unfortunately for OG, Coil was not ready, so they couldn't go on CK and keep him in place to be able to deal damage. So a lot of time bought, and also Hand of God heal coming in.
Yeah, Arme going to be incredibly happy with the response he got from his team. The backup arrived so quickly, and now he's going to go on Uragi. Chucks the stun at him. Phantasm with that illusion doing some decent chip damage, but he's the one being turned on. Yi is here as backup with a Wild Wing. Tiger cycloned across with a Hurricane, but I'll dispose Yi back into the middle of 4 of them. Chen just hands his life over to save the Chaos Knight.
Showing a lot of heroes bottom while Amar is farming in the jungle. Not going to say, looking for a rune. He's going to get invis, so he's ready to rotate.
Yeah, going straight for the Aghanim Scepter on this Void Spirit. So no Spirit Vessel coming out. Do they just reckon they've got enough physical damage through the CK and the Razor?
CK and Razor, maybe that's thinking. And also, a lack of lockdown for Puck. Once Xingqiu probably going to think differently, than Earthshaker in the previous game. He's probably going to be looking for that Blink Dagger. You want to be able to Blink Initiate on Huskar and mostly Puck to have that instant stun. And he queues it up.
That's what he wants. And he also wants to try and wrap around in on this bottom lane. They've already done a decent job shutting down Yuragi. Usually Doom, especially as a position 1, I guess he's more of a 3 in this because of the lane swaps. He's not top of the net worth though, which is a struggle for him as he's jumped and nearly killed straight off the bat. Reload, the save, not going to come in time. Yuragi dies under his own tier 1, but Amok, he's in onto Arme. In a fire there after the life break, and the burning spear stacking up, and the turnaround from Arme with a hand of God. Heal comes through, can't finish off ATF just yet. In onto Tiger instead. The Fisher will block him, stun him as well. He can try and toggle his way out of here with Seb's heals coming in as well, but Jinkyu's there with an Echo Slam, the chain stuns, and a rift back in.
When I said armor toggle, that he's gonna be fine, I meant Ame. Ame did die that one time, and he's getting very close to Echo Saber. A lot of sustain coming up from that Chaos Strike. Y coming in clutch with Hand of God and Mech one more time. 4,000 damage. And same amount of damage from Huskar. He is officially position 1 right now.
Yeah, they've given him the farm priority. And that's why, you know, Doom is struggling, as we were saying, not top of the net worth as we usually expect from a core Doom. He still needs plenty of time. You know, he has got his Midas now, got the first use out of it, and a coil maybe into a Doom on the Void Sprint.
Can he get the Doom on? He's not going to be able to.
He gets fogged as he walks up the staircase, and now Jinkyu and Yi, they're chasing back in towards BZM. The Remnant misses though. Nothing to say, can't catch it. Rebounding from Tiger, but the rift from Arme shreds through the Marcy, and Yuragi's going to die again.
This is why I said when the game started that Shaker is really good against Doom. You need to be able to chase people down, but one Fisher block could make a change. Inside the Roche Pit they go. Alpha Wolf and double damage running on Razor. It doesn't get more perfect for PSG LGD than this.
And the little ghost slowing him down as well. Who's going to get the Aegis here? Is it just Arme so they can put him on towers? Oh, it's nothing to say, so he can dive in. Have the freedom. And if he gets doomed, care a little bit less about it. Aghanim Scepter, 1100 away.
Be big for PSG LGD, having a backline jump, especially with Aegis. So you don't have to care. You can heavily commit, use 2 Resonant Pulse charges, silence Puck. Let's see how Puck is adapting. He's not getting any defensive item, going for the Blink Dagger. Nothing to say. Still chasing. He knows Taiga is in here.
Where are you? Can you hear any whistling? Oh yeah, you found the Marcy now. Fisher, well placed. As they will chain disable Tiger's Marcy.
That's a Blink Dagger 15 minutes in on Earthshaker. Considering that they've been fighting all the time and he died only 2 times, this is what you want to do with Earthshaker. Like, you either want to have a lane for 2-3 minutes to be able to farm a Blink Dagger, or a lot of skirmishes where you live and you get the assist gold.
Yes, that maxed out Fisher has paid off big time for him. BZM is jaunted across to the left-hand side. Jinkyu's going to find him though. The Templar's Toy doesn't buy enough time, and the Echo Slam is there again.
Perfect timing.
Spectacular performance.
Blink Dagger just got delivered by the courier, so he manages to close the gap, gets on top of BZM.
Jinkyu really showing us the power of this Earthshaker. Looking for the first win of the tournament on that hero. 5k net worth lead for LGD, just 16 minutes in now. As Arme plants himself in the enemy triangle, taking away some of the gold that they desperately need on OG.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They scanned him as well, but they're so afraid. They're trying to spread the map, heading northwards. De-warding and guarding their top jungle. Good attempt from Yi there to try and deny his own Observer Ward, but not quite.
Look at his little army. This doesn't look scary, but it is a lot of auras. Heal amplification aura, slow, some extra damage, and also a little bit of magic resistance.
Oh, the heal amp is so nice when you got Mech, Hand of God. The healing coming out of the CK. As we're getting close to Arme's BKB now, you can disassemble the Echo. About 1,000 away from the recipe. Tier 2 items coming into the hands of LGD. As OG, well, they got 2 observer wards down towards the bottom right-hand corner of the map. And a lot of drawing there saying push out bot lane, play into bot jungle. We've got the vision. That's where we need to fight around.
Go with 3. Be ready to come with the...
Oh yeah, OG just fully falling back now. Still feel like they need more time. Wait out this Aegis, delay the game, get the Doom up and running, because he's not online yet. Yuragi needs that BKB. But LGD is so good at piercing.
Yuragi got scouted. He's dead.
He's under an observer ward. Nothing to say. Straight in with the Ether Remnant. Arme Faith Bian will follow up. The cavalry arrives and Jinkyu will claim the kill.
Just in case he Doom presses BKB and Cheese and tries to get out.
And an Eon Disc pops, you know.
And so he makes sure that doesn't happen. Still a minute left on Aegis. Void Spirit thinking about
moves though, aren't they? They find the right angle to get into enemy territory where they are at their weakest, OG. Everybody behind the tier 2 top. Not allowing LGD to have that opening. And Aegis 50 seconds away from being reclaimed, so they've weathered the storm for the most part. Even though Yuragi has been the sacrifice 4 times this game on the Doom.
his BKB is very delayed. Also, something that we mentioned is if CK gets the ulti off, he gets 2 extra Phantasm illusions, and then it becomes very difficult for him to find which one is real.
I will find the real one straight up here with Amara Tiger. Now on to Arme. No BKB for him yet on the CK. He turns to try and fight, but he's disarmed. No more lifesteal. The Blink Echo. Jinkyu turns it straight back on them. Sam gonna go for the TP home. And LGD, they get something out of nothing there.
They caught him underneath the vision. There are 2 observer wards right now in PSG LGD's jungle, scouting things out in the river, or the one that's gonna get devorded right now. So Ame dying, very close to his BKB, needs 400 gold, disassemble Echo Saber, and we'll have it. Again, this didn't get devorded. Yuragi did ping it out, saying that there is a vision.
Yeah, and he walks right under it again. This time, waddling back to his tier 2 with Seb's backup. A hasted Void Spirit, eyeing up an opportunity to jump. The moment he sees a hero, Jinkyu also here nearby, and a high ground ward sees every member of OG incoming.
Seb
Jinkyu
immediately dewards it.
solo coil. They want this Earthshaker, snaps the coil on him. Jinkyu pretty tanky on the ES though. Will get jumped by the life break, but the enchant totem, and in comes Razor, just chipping away
way
at
too
OG.
deep right now.
They're trying to commit. The dispo's back. Chen thrown in by the
Fisher on
3-man
4.
Fisher. Catches them with a shard as well, just holding back OG, stopping their advance forward.
Man, Jinkyu Earthshaker, that's definitely something else. Also, very good Remnant from Nothing to Say to be able to close Marcy. Placed it on top of Jinkyu so that he knows if someone jumps in. Oh, Fisher!
Hello! Jinkyu's here again.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's the power of Blink Dagger on Earthshaker. Being able to jump in, instantly initiate, and also seeing Puck using phase shift. Very difficult for Puck. He's trying to go for Kaya Sanj to have status resistance to lower the duration of those stuns. But PSG LGD, they're not going to stop. They have BKB on CK right now and almost a full Echo Saber again, so...
And an 87% win probability as well. Looking incredibly strong with his 9-10k net worth lead. Next Roshan. If LGD get that, I really struggle to see a world in which OG are able to combat the LGD side just walking towards their base.
This looks so weird.
Double void?
Double Raid Band, double void.
It's beautifully arranged, aesthetically pleasing Razor build as Nothing to Say, saved up by Jinkyu again. Like turning onto the Marcy here, Tiger just charging towards the Earthshaker. Wants to get a couple of spells off, but now he's trapped down in the river. Arme will take that up for himself, handed a kill on a silver platter, and after the Doom has expired, Nothing to Say is draining onto him. Yuragi trying to run it back, but he's being drained of his damage, killed by Faith Beyond.
And the same issue that OG has been facing. They dropped the Doom, but there is no real follow-up, and one Fisher just says, enough, you need to stop. Jinkyu's positioning has been amazing. He's been involved in, let me do the math real quickly, 17 out of 21 kills. He's all over the place. A lot of those assists, a lot of those Fishers are not assists that made a lot of difference.
Seb. 3-second stun. And Jinkyu, not even needed. A straight-up solo from Arme. Fisher will catch Amar. We'll follow through from the rest of LGD, though. They are pretty wide across the map. Maybe OG can make something out of this. They've got 2 cores bottom. They see Jinkyu.
Jinkyu's level 15, same level as Huskar, same level as Puck.
Oh, what's the Doom at?
13 with Hand of Midas. Not looking good for OG.
Yeah, it's a little difficult one for him. Look, he's below the Chen. Jinkyu, of course, you're having a very good game. Making his way towards that BKB next. There we go. BKB up on Arme. Mage Slayer grabbed as well. Blink Dagger next on the cards for him. And Roshan 10 seconds away. As LGD will be prepping themselves, scouting with the Vool Assassin with his envenomed weapon inside
It's
the
a
pit.
good one. It's the one that reduces the healing, and the percentage is 75 region reduction.
It's like, oh, I pop my salve, I'll be fine farming this creep camper. No.
You get 100 HP from a healing salve.
Yeah.
If you use it on ally, then you get 50.
That's nasty. 50 HP
50
for a salve.
HP for salve, yeah.
Well, LGD not content to sit back and hold their own high ground. They want to take enemy territory, and here we go again. Straight up with the Fisher jump in for the Void Spirit and kill off Yuragi. Gets the BKB out, but not the Doom. And with Huskar jumping on the Razor, well, he's just going to be lightning stormed down and rifted into Arme's open arms. Jinkyu getting another Fisher forward. Will be able to catch Seb, but with no vision there, we can't dive into the trees. But
BCM.
2 heroes down, it's Roshan time.
BZM try to go on Jinkyu, but there is way too much sustain. Why? With Holy Locket, Mech also ready to use Hand of God if necessary. Still, Fisher into Totem is more than enough, and Fate Beyond used Refresher for the first time, getting a double BKB, double Eye of the Storm. Very difficult for them to go in and take the fight. This is going to be a freebie.
When the IO gets his Hand of Midas, maybe we can look towards the future.
He
Think
did
about
have
that late
queued
game.
up, but the game ended. Oh, Void Spirit.
Under a sentry, coiled up, disposed snaps. Great pick off for OG. Still able to punch back. Arme, oh, he's in honor. The Puck stunned up and cleared through. Ooh, 20 HP remaining. Can we jump away with the blink? We
He's
can.
trying.
There's the Essence Ring as well. Uragi can try and defend him too. Jinkyu makes the move
Fake.
forward, but 1v4
Fake
now.
jump.
Uragi, he wanted to doom the Earthshaker, disposed back, will
Into
lift them
Echo.
up.
Can he get it up?
He can't! He's chain stunned out by OG.
I mean, it would look good Echo on paper, but there was no one around him. Ame was there, rest of the team not ready to jump in and help out.
Very close to killing off BZM in the midst of all that, though. He's like 25, 30 health remaining. But losing your Void Spirit and your Earthshaker now gives an opening for OG to push out across the map. That's Tiger, toys with Arme. I'm not sure if this is what you wanted to be playing with, though. It's a dangerous toy. Lots of moving parts and sharp objects there on the Chaos Knight.
Way too difficult to deal with this overfarmed CK going into Bloodthorn next after picking up that shard. He picked up the shard from Roshan and...
Three and a half minutes on the Aegis remain. Chen gonna recall his creeps across the map to keep the push going. While Amar and Seb trying to do what they can to get some land for themselves. But with a tier 1 mid and top still standing, it's so difficult for them. Being this far behind, having no access points to the enemy parts of the map.
PSG, they are ready to go for the high ground. CK does have that level 20 talent throughout the Root, pierces spell immunity, so he can still be able to reposition heroes and blow them up when a Phantasm is up.
And no buybacks outside of the Marcy for OG. Everybody very poor. No money for the... Tier 3 items are coming though for them. Amar farming enemy ancients, finding a pocket of farm, while Seb killed off by a Fisher and a move in from Nothing to Say's Void. How's OG's high ground defense?
Not as good as in the previous game. They had Shaker plus Coddle this time around. Puck will need to do some creep skipping, but definitely needs a defensive item for himself. He is going for Eon Disc, still needs a couple of minutes to farm it.
Amar, he's like cutting wave mid, farming ancients.
Amar being sneaky, look at him.
Why is Amar the finder? He's finding farm where no one else could. Is he the highest GPM on his team? No, the Puck is ever so slightly ahead. 469.
He has higher GPM than Doom with Devour and Hand of Midas. That tells a lot about how bad of a game Doom has.
Radiant's courier has
How important was that lane swap, right? Because you mentioned at the start they put the Huskar against the Razor. It would have been worse for Doom if he had been against the Razor. Well, hang on a second, it's Tiger. FPM's found him with a refresh up. He's got the Eye of the Storm out. He's got double BKB ready at his disposal as well. They've got the Doom on the Void Spirit though. Faith Beyond trying to defend, and the Hurricane back pushes Nothing to Say away from danger. The Hand of God heals him, and in comes the rest. Arme with a double kill, clearing through OG. Tiger, no way of escaping. Penitence and the Rift on him, and GG is called. A 2-0 victory here for LGD, and quite a simple one at that.
OG understanding that they have no business left in this game. They were not able to kill one hero in the last fight, and also White didn't even use Nethermech North 20 charges on the Holy Locket. Just the lane setup and also these couple of like rotations first time around, a couple of Dooms. They were not connecting. Jin-Q, masterclass performance on his Earthshaker.
Just exquisite stuff on that Earthshaker, really. I mean, the Chaos Knight last pick as well worked out wonderfully for LGD.
No real AoE to deal with CK. They needed to be able to get the Doom off, but way too much sustain from Chen. Y played amazing on Chen, being able to secure the lane for CK. And Puck, like they just got caught way too many times. Void Spirit did decide to go for Aghanim Scepter, which is a bit of a greedy item build, but once you get to that, then you have a backline jump, you have the control, and also that first Roshan fight when they pretty much team wiped OG and double damage Alpha Wolf, more than enough to take down Roshan securely.
And the responses from LGD as well, right? Think back to that real